Gizmo. Ah! I gotta get a new tripod. Definitely. Hey, Phoenix. I don't know how long we're gonna be on here, cause child, we don't ain't no telling what this Wi-Fi situation gonna do. Yeah, first I wasn't feeling good. I wasn't feeling bad, but I just didn't feel like doing a whole lot of talking. And y'all know we don't have the best of uh, internet and Wi-Fi services over here. So I have to deal with what I have when I can, because it was just acting up before I attempted to go live. Okay, I'm trying to pull up the let me turn this down. I can watch it, but I don't need the sound. Um, so I guess since we've been here the last time, there have been two more people to pass away from the Astro World tragedy. So I think what that brings the it up to 10 people who have passed, because the little 9-year-old boy unfortunately passed away last night or yesterday sometime. I had a feeling that he wasn't going to make it because of how severe his injuries were. You know, when they first said it, they were talking about how severe his injuries were, how um you know bad he was injured from the beginning. So he has been in a coma, I think, since the whole thing started, and I'm guessing that he did not regain consciousness, or he just didn't come back, because he was in, from what I heard, like a total organ failure. Everything was failing, so he didn't make it. And then a young lady who was in the hospital in very critical condition, she passed away also. So that makes 10 people. Now, I don't know how many people are still in the hospital. I haven't heard anything about that, but it's sad. I mean, it's not just sad because that baby was 9 years old. It's sad for everybody. All of these people had families. They all had people that loved them. You know what I mean? They all had lives. They were all young. Everybody that I'm trying to turn this down. Everybody that passed was under 30, I think. Even if they had been over 30, they still would have been young, and it still would have been sad. It's a tragedy, period. Age has nothing to do with it. It was just a very tragic situation that should not have happened. So, a lot of people are, hello, Purple Moon. A lot of people are talking about, the lawsuits. And in a situation like this, attorneys are going to come out of the woodwork because, of course, they want to be in on these big settlements, because this will be a big settlement. This is going to be a lot of money. Um, all of the death cases, of course, will take precedence, and then you're going to have people who are going to sue for pain and suffering, because you can sue for trauma and pain and suffering also. You didn't have to, lose your life in this situation. You could be mentally scarred for life. Pain and suffering is real. So there will be a lot going on in regards to this situation. We're probably going to be hearing about this tragedy for a while. I'm pretty sure some of these families will settle out of court, but some of this stuff is probably going to end up going to court, and it's probably going to be a battle because the insurance only has so much money. They only have so much to shell out. And I'm pretty sure these families are asking for more than what the insurance normally will pay. So then somebody got to get some money from somewhere. So yeah, this is going to be going on for a while. So hey Phoenix, hey Beautiful Magic, hey Deborah, and Purple Moon. How y'all doing? It's been a while. I haven't been here in a while. I haven't really been feeling like doing a whole lot of talking. So it's been what? This is the second week since my second COVID shot. I think the second week. I think this is week two. And I'm still having issues with my appetite. My appetite just got up and left one day. She just decided to leave. But I mean, I don't care. She don't have to come back. But you know how you just sit down and you eat something and your brain is just like, I'm not really interested in food. That's kind of like how I'm feeling. Um, but I'm not feeling sick. Like I don't like feel sick or anything like that. But I do notice that I am still getting tired. And when I get tired, I'm like super tired. I'm still kind of waking up tired, and um I once I wake up, I like to just get on up out of bed and start my day, but I'm still kind of feeling like, okay, well, I really could have stayed in the bed a little bit longer, but I'll probably take a nap like after this. After I get off live, I'll probably take a nap. That was one of the reasons why I said, well, let me go on and just get this out the way so um I can take a nap when I get ready to. So this weekend, my granddaughter was here. That was one reason why I didn't do any videos, because I guess she's gotten to that teenager stage where she, don't want to be filmed and don't want to be, she has to be at her best to be photographed and all this kind of stuff. And of course, I'm of course, going to honor her wishes. If she doesn't want to be filmed, she won't be filmed. So we decorated cookies that we were supposed to decorate for Halloween, but she didn't get a chance to come for Halloween. Then she didn't get a chance to come the week after because I wasn't feeling good. So we decorated those cookies. We had fun. We went shopping. Um, and I didn't film any of that. So we did that. And I tried to teach her how to crochet, and that was an absolute fail. But we're gonna keep working. She's willing to keep working at it. And I finished my Granny Square scarf. It is made with these greens and purples and a variegated color that has like the greens and the purples in it. That's and so I just kind of stuck with that because I already had this color, so I just kind of built on to that and just made the squares. They kind of look more like granny rectangles because they're so big, but it's the granny square stitch. So it is 10. I made 10 squares. You can kind of tell they're squares. And just, put them together. So it is a long scarf where I can, wrap it around my neck a few times. It is starting to get chilly here in the Bay Area. We're at that season where the fog has rolled. The fog is rolling in at night, so it is getting chilly here at night. It does get cold in California for all you people that be like, "It don't get cold in California." Yeah, when it drops down into the 50s at night, it's cold. So it is starting to do that here. So it is getting chilly. It is overcasty today, so this would be nice to put around because it's a nice weight. And it's long, so you can wrap it around twice. I don't know what his problem is because I do have the blinds closed. He don't know what his problem is because he can't see. He heard somebody come in. So it is kind of long, so you can wrap it around your neck twice. It does, because it's wide. It's kind of wide, so I can kind of pull it up and keep my little ears warm too. Gizmo, I have a dog. So I just made the granny squares and then connected them together with a slip stitch. Or what do they call it? A single crochet? A single, yeah, I think. Or a slip stitch. I don't know. One of them stitches, I put them together. So that's one project that's finished. Gizmo, Gizmo made your dog part too. Yeah, Gizmo is definitely a barker. He doesn't like for anybody to come in his house, anybody come through that door, come in the yard, come anywhere near here. He is definitely going to bark. It took me 3 days, 3 or 4 days, 3 or 4 days to make 10 um, granny squares. Because, like I would make them and then stop and then pick it back up again. And I was like changing colors in between because I only had like, what was it, 4 colors? 4 different yarns. One, two, three. Yeah. Four. I used 4 different yarns. So I was like changing colors in between. It was only a few squares that are just like one solid color. So I think it took me 4 days because I did make a few squares yesterday. Yeah. And then I finished it this morning. But this morning, all I had to do, I actually finished making the squares yesterday. So it was 3 days of making squares. And then today, I just put them all, sewed them all together. Because the squares were finished yesterday. I want to learn knitting, but I think crochet will be, yeah. Uh, the two needle thing with knitting, I tried that. I have looked at numerous videos, but I just can't. I can't get it. I cannot. Crochet is much easier to me because it's just one hook, and once you understand the different, crochet, you should get it. I mean, there's still a whole lot of stuff that I don't know how to do, but I stick to the things that I know how to do. I know how to make granny squares. The phone keep ringing. Um, I just do the things I can do, but I do want to learn how to do some different stitches. I want to make a hat to go with that. Um, nah, crocheting the hair in is much easier because you just hooking the latch, the hook for a crocheting hair in is different than the regular crochet hook. This is a regular crochet hook. When you crochet the hair in, it's got a little, some kind of little stopper thing right there that keeps the crochet hair on the hook, and then you pull it through. You don't get that when you crochet. It's two totally different hooks to doing the hair thing. No, I'm not selling anything on Etsy. I'm not into the. I'm the type of person like if I like you, I just make stuff and give it away for Christmas. I don't normally charge people for. I don't like to do that. I just don't like to make projects and charge people for them. For one thing, my projects always have a little flaw here or there, or I may have missed a stitch or something, and I don't care about that for myself. But like if someone pays me, I will want it to be perfect because I'm a perfectionist, and I don't feel like my crochet skills are perfect yet. I'm still learning. So, and plus, people don't want to pay you what your time is worth. You know what I mean? Like a scarf like that, somebody be like, "Oh, I give you $20," but that was over $20 in yarn. If you buy in four different colors and the yarn is like 4.99, 5.99, depending on if it's a sale on the yarn, if the yarn is not on sale, if it's acrylic, if it's cotton, because that's a mix of acrylic and cotton. And people, they don't want to pay you. They don't want to pay you for your time or your material. So I don't even like to get into it with, people for something like that because that's 4 days worth of work. You know what I mean? And then for somebody to be like, "Oh, well, I give you $20." What? No. So if I want to give something to somebody, I just mostly make stuff for people in my family because um I'm not expecting anything from them. But other people, no, I don't do that. mean, I know I've been on Etsy. I've looked at their website, but Etsy charges you for posting, how many pictures, and they take a percentage off and all of that kind of stuff. And I don't think that. I mean, I don't see that as fair. I know it's fair because the website is up and it's already taken care of and all of that kind of stuff. Like, you don't have to worry about the website, but still, like, I think they take too much from people. So my projects are for fun. When I make things, they're one of a kind items because I'm not definitely not gonna make that again because making them 10 granny squares where I really probably could have stopped at 6 or 8 or 7 or something. It didn't have to be 10. I don't know why I wanted it to be 10. But I could have stopped because the scarf is long. But I mean, I like the fact that you can wrap it around more than once, you know, so that gives you some protection and warmth and stuff around your neck. But no, I don't think I would make that one again. And when I make blankets and stuff, I'm definitely not going to do that no more. After I finish with a blanket, I'll be like, oh, I ain't never doing this. That, and then that's how I am as a person. Like, I will crochet until I get tired. And then I will pack all my stuff up and put it in the garage. And I won't make anything for a while because I'm still pissed off because I made this blanket. Is it up here? Is that blanket up here? Oh, I must have put it in the closet. I started this one blanket, bought the yarn from Walmart. That's where I made my mistake at. I always should know that if you buy something from Walmart, when you go back, you ain't gonna find that yarn no more. Bought this cute sparkly yarn from Walmart. I bought 3 skeins. I was like, oh well, it'll be decent size. It wasn't. So I went back to Walmart to see if they had that yarn. Guess how many more skeins they had? One. Guess how much one skein of yarn is going to help me? Not in the least bit. So now, I don't know. It's just pissed off. So I have that blanket to finish. And then I have one other one that I'm working on. And that's it. I'm not crocheting no more. I'm going to make a hat to use up the rest of that yarn from that green scarf. I'll probably make a hat to go with that. And that's going to be it. Because this is some pretty yarn. It's cotton. So I'm going to probably use this, and I have some white, a little bit left of this. And make me a little cute little beanie to go with the scarf. And that's going to be that. Yeah, you can make pot holders. You can make, what are those things that you sit, your hot, like if you take a pie out the oven, you can make it like a little square. What do they call those? Not divots. Something that you sit on your counter, and when you take something hot out the oven, you can put it on that and they just be cute. So you don't, I don't know, y'all. But I've seen people make, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can make those too. I can't think of the name of. They have a name, but I can't think of what they're called. They have a real name. It's not. it kind of looks like a doily, but they're thicker, and you can sit like, you have a cute little function, and you can sit like your pies on it or whatever. So it's not just like sitting on your um counter. That I don't know. They're cute, child. Oh, thank you, Shara. Thank you, sweetie. Honey, she didn't put some money in the crochet pot. Okay, because I'm a crochet until December, and I I never knew what the name of it was. I know what it is, but my I can't help my brain. Trivet. Okay, I was saying divot. It is, so it is trivet. Okay, I was saying divot or whatever. Um. Okay, it's trivet. It's trivet. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Please don't mention her name on this channel. Please don't do that. We're not doing that. Um, Kay, can you delete that comment, please? Please don't do that. Can you delete um Cindy's comment? Cause we don't do that. We're not doing that. No, I think we can use emojis now because I guess YouTube then moved on, child. I be seeing them everywhere. Let them go emoji crazy. Cause YouTube even did this thing where now they're saying that each content creator can create certain emojis, but I haven't done it, so we can move on. They can just don't go emoji crazy. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Phoenix. Yeah, we don't unless I'm talking about somebody specifically, don't mention other content creators' names over here. We're not even I don't want to get off into unless I'm creating a drama myself or I'm talking about somebody, don't mention somebody else's name. Especially somebody in the past that I had a problem with and I have laid that shit to rest. Don't bring that up because that irritates me, and that's an easy way to get blocked. Okay, I understand. Some people did find me because of that person, but we have moved on from that incident, and I don't want that person's name in my um I don't want that person's name on my channel, in my chat, or anything like that. It will be deleted. Upgrade said, I have a weird question. Have you met MC Hammer? I was playing old school music, and he's from Oakland. He is my cousin through marriage, and we went to high school together. We both graduated from McClymonds High School. I think he is either a year or 2 years older than I am. I know he's got to be at least a year older than I am, but we are cousins through marriage. His My husband's cousin is his cousin. So we are related by marriage. But we did go to high school together. Yeah, and that is so random. But yes, I do know him. We did go to high school together. Um, he does not know me, of course, because I was very quiet in high school. But when our cousin's mother passed away a couple of years ago, he actually was at the funeral. And, he just was a regular person because he's not um, MC Hammer in his real life. He is Stanley Burrell. That's his everyday life. He's not MC Hammer. He's Stanley. So when you see him out in public, he will be Stanley. And of course, at the funeral, he didn't come in. He come to Hammer. He just came in as Stanley. So yeah, that was random. And I don't know anybody else from any other artists from the Bay Area. I don't know them. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Not not like of a church, but I'm pretty sure if he was ordained, he's still a minister. But I don't think he's pastoring a church at this time. So yeah, I haven't met any. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I did. I take that back. When I was doing security at a hotel, this was years ago. I met Too Short, um, because the hotel that I worked in would the people that would come in for the Raider games on the weekends would always stay there because it was really close to the Coliseum, which is the stadium here in, well, not here because I don't live in Oakland anymore. The stadium in Oakland, and a lot of the Raider fans would stay there. And so Too Short would come to a lot of the home games. Very nice. Like, I was shocked how nice he was. Like, extremely nice. I thought that he would be like, really ghetto, and but he was really nice to all the staff. Extremely nice. He always had a huge um, entourage with him, but he was still nice, because every time he came to the hotel, it would always be somebody that recognized him and either wanted to take a picture or, wanted his autograph. And he was just a really nice person. So I did meet him. I met a few um, Raiders um, also during that period because they had some type of party one night and some of the Raiders showed up. So, but this was, let's see, 2009 or 10. So it was a while ago. So Phoenix said, I met Michelle Williams and Jonathan McReynolds. I met Lionel Richie when I was real young. This was when the Commodores first got, when they were first getting big. Like, this was so long. This was when the Commodores was in a Black Cowboys parade in the city that I lived in. They were on a float for the Black Cowboys parade. So this was a long time ago. Like, I was super young when I met Lionel Richie, long time ago. So I've met, like, a few people, um, but nobody like super big. And that was it for the people that I met, like, in the um, Bay Area artists. So let's kind of talk about the situation that's going on with the baby. The baby. So I guess him and, is her name Danny Lee or Lay? Whatever her name is. Are they going at it right now? He just had a baby by her recently. And I think a lot of people are not happy with Danny because she had, I guess, made a song about Yellowbone and, this whole colorism. light skinned is better and all of this kind of stuff when she got the baby and got pregnant by him. She felt that her color, her light skinnedness, was going to make him treat her better than he treated his black baby mama. Well, yesterday, reality came and just slapped her entire face off by him embarrassing her on social media and telling her to get out of his house, her and the 3 month old baby. So she just had a baby by this man 3 months ago. And he gets on social media last night, telling her to leave, calling her crazy. But see, that's one thing that men normally do. When they can't get nothing good on you, they will try to make you classic narcissism. When they know they looking bad, they're going to call you crazy to try to make you look bad, knowing they have put you in a position to irritate you, to hurt you, and everything. But it's classic narcissism for a man to just, oh, she crazy. No, she's not crazy. She's been hurt. She is in pain. And she's lashing out because she's angry and hurt and in pain. Now, I'm not going to skip over this whole colorism component because she really thought that her light skinnedness was going to keep her from getting hurt. And it didn't. He treated her the same way he treated his black baby mama. I don't understand why you see what he did to his first baby mama. You thought he was going to treat you any different? No. Why would you, girl, just get the money? You don't have to get the money and get pregnant. Get the money. Go on trips. Get flued out. Drink champagne. Eat caviar. Get flued out. But you don't have to get pregnant. It's too many ways not to get pregnant. This is not the 1930s or 1940s or 1950s where birth control is not readily available. It is too many ways not to get pregnant. And y'all still don't understand in 2021 that a baby is not going to secure your position with a man? Y'all still don't understand that? So he didn't put you and the baby out? God damn. And I know the baby was just like poured. Oh, this is what pissed me off about the whole video interaction that they were having on live. Is this poor baby, this poor innocent 3 month old baby was laying there trying to eat while her ignorant parents were arguing with each other. This poor baby was laying in her mother's arms being fed while her mother and father were going at each other. Get out. You can leave. You crazy. You this, you that. And the poor baby is just laying there ingesting all of that negative, toxic energy. But I guess the mama was like, I'm light skinned. He want this yellow bone. Yellow is the best. Black ain't nothing. He picked me over you because I'm yellow and I'm cute and you black and he treated you like dirt. He gonna put me on a pedestal. Yeah, girl, he gonna put you on a pedestal. And when he gets sick of you, he gonna kick that pedestal and your ass gonna hit the ground just like all the other women he messed with. Lord, somebody go over there and get Danny and tell her that yellow bone don't mean nothing. No, everybody can get this mistreatment. Everybody, anybody. But she had to learn the hard way. She had to learn the hard way, and she is hurt. Do you hear me? She is on Instagram posting pictures. Oh, and not only did he tell her to get out, he told her that you were never anybody. You was always the side chick. You was never the real girl. You was always my side chick. So, honey, Danny been posting pictures on Instagram from January of 2020 up until this day. She went back into her phone and was just this one, this one. She started posting pictures in January of 2020. She been posting pictures, videos, text messages. I'm not laughing at her pain. I'm not laughing at her pain because I know it hurt. I know it do because I've been there. I done got my feelings hurt. But girl, give it up. We all know. We know he ain't shit and he didn't hurt your feelings. But she got to get it out. She just got to. She got to prove her point. She got to be like, when you flued me out and my family and you said happy birthday and we spent Christmas together, I wasn't no side chick. God damn it, I was your girlfriend. I was like, oh my God. Danny, Danny, don't do this, girl. Don't even let him know that he has affected you like that. Do you know he's sitting somewhere with his boys laughing at all that shit she putting on Instagram? It is a shit show on her Instagram. She didn't went into her archives. Okay? She didn't went into her archives and she is just posting pictures and videos of them on airplanes and in front of the pool and she licking his stomach and just all kind of stuff. Girl, we get it. Y'all was in a relationship. But see, because he on the toilet, I don't have those many pictures of my damn husband and we married. Lord, I was like, oh, come on, Danny, don't do this, girl. Don't do this. Lord, I got secondhand embarrassment for her. Where's her mama? Where's her mama? Why ain't nobody took her phone? Jesus, she didn't. But she got to get it out. She got to get it out. She has to prove to y'all that she was not the side chick. She got to. Light skinned girls are not the side chick. I was your girlfriend, you liar. I'm light skinned. And then, to top it off, hold on. The baby's other baby mama, she jumped in. She tapped in. It was like, oh, So she insinuated that Danny was doing love spells. And she said that this is what happens when you do love spells and they backfire. I'm like, hold on, because then that sparked my interest. I was like, girl, who you get your spell done by? Because I could have tied y'all together forever. Okay, you should have come looking for me. You must have been went to Walmart and got you a love spell or something because it did backfire, girl. Where you get it from? Kmart? You went and got one of them spells from Kmart or something? But that's what his baby mama said. And when you doing love spells and trying to keep somebody, I'm like, hold on, hold on. Is Danny mixed with She got a little Creole, her people from Louisiana or something? Must be, huh? Because she got the baby's other baby mama saying that, yeah, she must have got it from one of them. No, she got it from one of them TikTok, the witch groups on TikTok. You know how many witches it is on TikTok, y'all? She got it from one of them. Oh, she Dominican. Ah, okay. Well, she probably got some people. She probably got some people. Them Dominicans, that's where voodoo dropped off in all of them Caribbean areas. Cause I think Cardi B out here be doing stuff too. Cause I saw something in Cardi B mama house. It was on one of her videos. And by the time I went back to try to screenshot it, it was gone. So somebody must have told her, girl, we saw your Shango candles and stuff. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. But by the time I went back to try to get it, it was already gone. So I know that Cardi B family doing it. But we don't know what the baby's baby mama. Did you just go in my candy?
That was me.
Yeah, it's in your hand.
That was me.
Stay out my candy.
I can tell when you don't like something, you just kick it to the curb. Because I seen that dark chocolate in the car.
No, I forgot it. No, I did. And then I didn't want it no more because dude had the car and I don't trust him. I don't know if he touched my candy. So y'all can have it. Oh, they said hi, babe. He said, hey, y'all. So I don't know, child. I don't know. But the baby's baby mama sure did bring it up on her Instagram live. And the Shade Room don't miss nothing. The Shade Room posted it on their page that the other baby mama was saying that she was using love spells and that it backfired. And I'm like, how she know? How she know? Did she see something at the house? Or was Danny saying, I put a spell on you? But why would she tell people? You didn't see that blanket?
She didn't see me.
Why would she be out here telling people if she was doing stuff like that? So how would the other baby mama, how would she know? But you know that the baby is playing all of them women. He probably been in that baby mama ear telling her stuff, then been in Danny, because that's how these men do. Why would you even want? You already know he got issues with women. Why would you want to be a baby mama? Oh, thank you, Cindy. Now I can't sing when I want to. Why would you want to be the baby's baby mama? Which one? The first baby mama? The black girl? I don't know what her name is. So I'm gonna have to call her the black girl because she ain't Danny. I know Danny's name, but I don't know what the other girl's name is. So he loved her? Cause I'm not invested in this enough to go back and look at. I don't care that much. I just care. Oh, Mimi. Her name Mimi? Okay. I can remember that. I'm not invested in it enough to go back and you know, look at the timeline and see who he like and all this kind of stuff. I'm not invested that much. I'm just looking at what's going on now. But in all sincerity, I hope that Danny has someone around her to help her because this is hurtful. For a man to try to put you out his house and, not, she's still in that postpartum area. You know what I mean? Like her body, her hormones, all that stuff is still recovering. And then what I was looking at was, the baby showed Danny's baby. And they had said that Danny didn't want her baby's face to be shown on the internet. She was trying to keep her baby private. Well, of course, since the baby was mad at Danny, he showed the whole baby's face yesterday. And of course, everybody has been plastering, the baby on social media. Now, the baby is a cute little baby, but she's not like her mama. Like, she's not super light skinned like her mama. She ain't yellow. She's not red bone like her mama. She's a little not dark chocolate, but she chocolate. You can see the chocolate in her. So, is Danny gonna have a problem that she didn't have a little red bone baby, or was she expecting a red bone baby? Because how do you expect to have, you know, genetics is weird. You can be red boned and get with a black man and have a light skinned baby. That can happen. But was she thinking, okay, I may have a chocolate drop? Was she prepared to have a chocolate drop? The baby said Danny's parents disowned Danny and the baby because the child is mixed. So now that the baby has put her out, where is she gonna go? Does she have her own money? Like, was she somebody before she started dating the baby? I hate the fact that his name is the baby. What is his real name? Because that just sounds stupid. Like, I would never date. For one thing, I've never really liked him, period. Even before his antics and all of that crazy stuff he said at the concert. His energy, like the energy that he throws off, his aura and energy has always been really weird to me. And Travis Scott has that same dark, weird energy also. Like, I never liked Travis Scott. I don't know not one song of his. I don't know one song of the babies. But I'm not in the age demographic that these people are catering to anyway. So they could care less how I feel about them. But Travis Scott and the baby are two people that I never really liked. Like Travis Scott, I always looked at him and wonder what Kylie saw in him. Because I've never, there have never been pictures of him posted where he was smiling and looked happy or anything. Thank you, Cindy. He just always looked either sad, mad, angry, unless that's just his normal uh resting angry face. At least the baby, I have seen pictures of him smiling, but I think he be smiling because he got them new teeth. You could tell them teeth been worked on. And when you get new teeth, you want everybody to see them. So he smiles because he be showing everybody them veneers. They look nice, but we know them ain't your teeth. Okay, you didn't come in this world with them teeth. We know you didn't. So he be smiling. But Travis, yeah, she had to be. She had to be with him because of who he is. Because I've never seen him smile. I've never seen him look happy. Never. Like there are no pictures of you on the internet with you smiling or even Jay-Z. And Jay-Z to me comes off as that, not um friendly type person. There are at least some pictures of him on the internet smiling. I said, okay, well he can smile, you know. But I haven't seen any of Travis Scott smiling. And that's kind of weird to me that you are at that status and there are so many pictures of you on the internet and all of them basically look the same. Like his energy just looks really dark. And this situation has not helped. This tragedy has not helped his image because forever his name will be attached to this tragedy. Forever. He will never be able to disassociate his name from this tragedy. And that's sad, you know, because I really don't believe that he set out, he started his day with this in mind. I don't believe it. I believe a lot of things happened. A lot of things happened. And I believe he has a very dark, chaotic energy. A lot. But we all are born with certain energies. Some people possess an energy of chaos. Some people possess an energy of anger. Just like some people are clumsy, you know, accident prone. Some people are. They have really bad accidents or really small accidents or really, falling all the time, tripping over their own feet, all kind of stuff like that. Some people are accident prone. Some people have chaotic energy. Chaos follows them. Dark, you know, how some people have really dark humor where really jokes that may not be funny to a regular person is funny to them because they have really dark humor where it's funny to them if someone falls and hurt themselves, where it may not be funny to me because I know that that person is hurt and I'm more of a oh my gosh, and run to the person and help them. Someone else may sit back and laugh because they have that twisted humor or they have that, really dark humor and it's just funny. We all don't have that. some people have really chaotic energy. The Bible even speaks of chaos. You know, the Bible speaks of that type of energy being of spirits. When darker spirits are attached to us, we wrestle not with flesh and blood. We don't wrestle with each other, but we're fighting a spiritual enemy. Darker forces are at hand doing certain things. And I think when you set situations up for dark energy to have a place to dwell and play with you, they will. And this was a total setup. It was fire, rage, people, all kind of people, some of them with that raging type energy, colors flashing on the screen, portals. All the demons in Texas was like, yes, they partying. Let's all go over there and party with them. And all them demons got together and was like, oh shit. And it just got out of hand. It got out of hand. That was just one of those situations where all of that energy came together. There was no way to harness that energy, and it just exploded into a tragedy. It exploded into a tragedy. There was no one there to calm the energy down, to stop the music, let people, take a breath and breathe for a while. No. Adrenaline, fire, smoke. And then we just had a very, very bad situation. Very bad situation. I mean, those spirits and people were drinking and doing drugs. So you had people who were just not conscious of what was going on. They people were probably having out of body experiences. People passing out, and they were probably teleporting because they couldn't, you know, contain their spirits in their body. When you pass out high, drunk, pass out, whatever, that gives your spirit an opportunity to be like, oh, she sleep? Let me get out here and party. And then your spirit jump out your body, and when it comes back, somebody that moved you out the way, then you just shit out of luck. You gone. You pass out. Your spirit jump out to have fun with the rest of the spirits that's there. They done had their fun, and then they go back to look for you, and someone has moved your body, your physical body, into a tent, a medical tent, took you to the hospital or whatever. Your spirit go back and be like, oh shit. That's it. That's it. It was so much going on, probably. It was just spirits just flying around and having a good time until it was just no longer a good time to be had. Because when chaos ensues, if there's no one there to bring it down, bring the music down, turn the music off, turn the lights on, this should be an example of something that should never happen again. This should change the game for all of these type of events. I'm not saying there should never be any concerts, but I'm saying that things should be handled totally different. 50,000 people, that more than 50,000, because there were so many kids that got in illegally. So they don't know how many kids were there. They have no idea how many people were there because so many people got in illegally that jumped the barricades. So they don't know how many people were actually there, which is sad. Yeah, they said that that Dior collab has been put on hold. They said that Dior doesn't know what they want to do with the collaboration at this point. So it's on hold for right now. So he may end up losing that. But I think they said that they already took the pictures and I think they've already paid him. So they don't want to scrap the entire thing, promotion. Um, but they have put it on hold. So this is crazy. Yeah, this was just an open arena for spirits to just come together and have a good time. Now, what if I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench in this whole situation? What if where they had this party, this concert, was on top of some type of old burial ground? Let's just say, for instance, what if? Then you got a real portal. I believe wherever that area was, something happened there in the past. Because it just was set up. Everything that should not have happened happened. What if? It was just too much spiritual stuff going on there. People passing out, people waking up, you know, not knowing where they were. This young man that his 9-year-old son passed away, he passed out, dropped his baby. When he woke up, the baby was already in the hospital. He didn't know what had happened. He had been out for so long, he didn't know what happened to his child. You go?
Yep.
Okay, love you. You think you coming back?
I don't know. I don't know what's up for today.
Okay. Dress warm. It's cold out there. He didn't know what had happened to his child because he had been passed out for that long. His child was already at the hospital when he came to himself. We don't know. That place could have been on top of a old cemetery or anything. Anything. One of the houses that, did I tell you guys, one of the houses that we went and looked at recently, the owner died in the house. And I don't even think that the realtor was going to tell us. I asked. The realtor was like, "Oh yeah, well the owner passed away. Her children are selling the house." And I was like, "She passed away in this house, right?" And then a realtor was like, "Yeah, she did. She did pass away here, but we only have to tell you if it was within 3 years, and I think it had been like 4 years. Tell me, period. I'm standing in the room where the lady had died. She died in the house. I don't want to live there. I don't care if she died in there 10 years ago. I don't want to live there. That woman had had that house her entire life. She was the original owner of this house. She died in the bedroom of the house. I don't want to live there. You think that woman gonna leave that house? She ain't gonna never leave that house. Never. Her, and I don't care if she friendly, if she, if she died from old age and she was happy to transition. I don't care. Her spirit ain't gonna never leave that house. That's her house. She knew every nook and cranny of that house. And I was gonna come in there and change every damn thing in that house. And she probably was gonna get irritated. Don't change my house. This my house. No, I don't want to live somewhere where someone else has died. You know what I mean? Like you in an outdoor concert situation. Y'all can be on top of a burial ground or anything. No, I'm cool. No, I'm not living in a house if you tell me that the previous owner owned the house and she ain't never leaving. She she ain't never gonna leave that house. She was gonna get up every morning with me and have a cup of coffee. No, I don't want to have a cup of coffee with you, Mama. I need you to go on about your business. And Mama was gonna be like, this is my house, girl. Every morning I would get up, she'd be to rearrange my coffee station. And no, I'm not dealing with that. No. I'm not about to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and Mama sitting on the toilet. No, I'm not. So the house had other issues that we didn't like anyway. But no, no, Mama died in here. I don't want this house. So no, you gotta be careful when you go places. I found out that this restaurant that I really liked, like we really liked this restaurant, I found out that a friend of mine, husband, was killed outside this particular restaurant on his birthday. On his birthday. They were celebrating his birthday and he got killed. Shot. Something happened. The restaurant had like it had like a bar, so like you could dance, and it was like a little hole in the wall, but they had really really good food, and sometimes they had live bands and stuff. So I guess something happened that night after the fight broke out or something, and he got shot on his birthday right outside the restaurant and died. I didn't want to go there no more. Like I didn't want to go there anymore. Like that place. I don't care how good the food is. I can't go there no more. After I heard about that, I was like, what? Mm-mm. I don't like to put myself in positions where somebody didn't got shot or died, or that's why I never feel comfortable in hospitals. Never. Never. I can never sleep when I go to the hospital. Never. I just can't do it because it's always too much energy flowing around. It's too much going on in hospitals. Gizmo scared. He laying down now. I don't know who he was just barking at. I guess maybe he was mad because he just heard my husband walk out the door, and he probably didn't know who it was because I have the shutters closed, so he can't look out the window, and that upsets him even more when I close the shutters. But who cares? Um, yeah, I can't get comfortable at the hospital. I just can't. It's too much. Yeah, it's just too much energy. It's too much dark energy. The only time that I was able to sleep at the hospital was when I had my kids, when I had babies, and I was on the maternity floor. But any other floor that I have been on in the hospital, I've never been able to rest. Never. Because the energy is just too crazy. Cindy said, I think my condo is haunted. All of my neighbors drive. Girl, I have been there. I have literally been there, okay? The last place where we lived, my neighbors used to drive me crazy. I think it wasn't haunted. Their kids had chaos energy. And me and chaos energy just don't do well together. I'm more of a quiet person. I like quiet peace and quiet around me. And if you have really baby bad kids that you're not training, it's a difference between children just being normally loud and children that are not being trained. There's a huge difference. And that used to just irritate me. Wildcard said, did you hear that Vivian was exposed for scamming the ride or lives or PASA? She never sent people's prayer cloths. I heard something about that, but I don't follow them no more. I don't watch their videos. I moved on. I mean, I did hear Troy Allen every now and then. I still watch his videos, but the majority of people in the beef sector, I do not watch their videos because they are stuck in a very dark place that does not make any sense to me. It just does not make any sense to me for people to be arguing about the same thing every year. And I know that, them arguing helps them get views, and their views puts a little extra money in their pockets, but I can't do that. I cannot um sit up and argue with people and listen to people argue over stuff that makes absolutely no sense. So I stopped watching them. I don't watch any of them. My uncle died in the house I live in. I can tell he is still here because he came to me in a dream walking in this house, and he kept saying he couldn't come in my room, and I kept wondering why. That's different though. If it's someone that you loved, if it's one of your ancestors or one of your relatives and you guys had a really good relationship, that's different because you know what they are and are not basically capable of. If they loved you in this life, they're going to continue to love you. A stranger is different. I don't know that woman from a can of paint. I don't know, if she, I don't know her. So, nah, I don't want to be in a house where, you know, you don't know if she wasn't ready for death. You know what I mean? Like she wasn't ready for her transition and she had to go anyway and she left here fighting and screaming and carrying on. You don't know. And I don't want to know. I don't want to put myself in a position where, I may wake up one night and she's sitting at the foot of the bed and want to tell me her whole story. No, I don't. Go away. I don't want to deal with that. Cindy said my boyfriend had a heart attack in his apartment in front of me. I had a boyfriend. Well, we were in the process of breaking up, and he had a heart attack in what year was it? 2009? No, 2001. I think. I think it was 2001. He had a heart attack. I wasn't at the house. My son actually found him dead, and I was at work, and I didn't work too far from his apartment. And I went over there, and yeah, called 911. Well, my son had already called 911 before I got there. And did 911 beat me there? I think they pulled up right after I did. Oh, no, I think they beat me there because they were across the street, and he had a heart attack. But we was cool. We were in the process of breaking up, but we were still cool with each other. Like it wasn't bad. Like we didn't have no bad blood um, between us. But yeah, he had a heart attack and passed away in his apartment. Now I couldn't have lived there either. I just really don't want to live where someone has died. I just don't. That's just not my thing. Like, I don't know. Me and death just don't. My son was 12, I think. I think he was 12 at the time. So, yeah, it was really difficult. Um, I put him in therapy after that for a while. Like, we both went to therapy. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. Because they were close. They had, he had known them for a while since they were like young, real small. So yeah, that was bad. But me and Death don't um, get along. Like it's really hard for me to go to the cemetery and stuff. I very rarely go to the cemetery because it's so overwhelming for me. Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. I mean, it's not something that he talks about, and I don't push him. I mean, my son is grown now. He's in his 30s. Um, but it's just something that, well, neither one of us talk about it. We talked about it in therapy. We both went to therapy. He had uh he had therapy by himself, and then we had some sessions, to both of us so that we could talk about it. But I mean, he's in his 30s. That was a while ago, a long time. So yeah, we have um, gotten over gotten over it. But yeah, sometimes these things happen, and it just was. He never had problems with his heart. Like he had asthma. He had asthma really bad, but he never had problems with his heart. And he just had a massive heart attack and just died. And he was fine earlier that day. Like, no, but they say that most people don't have any warning signs when you gonna have a heart attack. Or if you do, sometimes people ignore, um, you know, the warning signs. I don't know if he ignored them or, I don't know. It just happened. It was just sudden. Because I had talked to him like a couple of hours before it happened. We had talked to each other and he sound fine, strong, like he always was. And he just had a massive heart attack and passed away. And it's weird because that happened to me when I was like a little kid, when I was like in elementary school. That happened to one of my teachers. Like we had went, for the weekend. We had left Friday, and we was like, he was one of the teachers at my after school program. And we was like, see you Monday, and went on our weekend. And when we came back to school Monday, he had a massive heart attack and died like Saturday, they said, at a picnic. Things like that happen. And he was young. I was a little kid. He had to have been like in his early 30s, probably. Young. Okay, KK. I'm leaving too, girl, because my mouth's starting to get dry. And I don't like to push my vocal cords too much. Because I have noticed that my voice is doing that cracking thing again, and I'm not sure if that polyp has returned to my vocal cords, and I'm going to call call the ENT and let them look at it, because a couple of years ago I had a polyp removed from my vocal cords. Now, when they removed the polyp, there was a little bit of scar tissue there that they wanted to keep an eye on. And on your vocal cords, they don't want to scrape um, scar tissue off. They really don't want to do that because they can really mess up your vocal cords. But I kind of feel like it's gotten a little bit bigger. But they can stick they have to stick that camera down to look at it and see. Yeah, I'm going to definitely have it checked out because I don't want it to get to the point where it was before. And because we already know that it's there, they have the previous pictures, so they'll be able to look and see. But every now and then I can hear some cracking, and that's what the doctor told me to look out for. So I am gonna have it looked at. Hopefully my doctor is out here closer to me, because I don't want to drive all the way to Oakland for that. Can you consider looking into the Scott Peterson case? Now, I did hear someone else, I don't know where I saw it, but someone else was talking about that. So looks like you're not the only person. Looks like that is going to gain some traction. So, yeah, I'll look into it and see. But other people are talking about it. So, I don't know if this is going to be something big, but it looks like it. It looks like it may be something kind of big. Oh, and before I leave, what's this dude named Rittenhouse? The boy that is on trial now. It looks like the judge dropped one of the charges. One of the charge of him being underage with a gun. The judge dropped that charge. I'm like, what is going on with this case? Is this judge related to that dude? Because it really looks like he gonna get off. It's really looking like he's gonna walk from this. Because it looked like they didn't either pay this judge off or something. Because how? How does he get that charge dropped when he was clearly underage? I'm burping like I done had hella food. Do anybody else get sick from Chipotle? What is Chipotle? Chipotle is my Taco Bell. Because I didn't have to put Chipotle in the same boat as Taco Bell. Every time I eat Chipotle, my stomach just acts crazy for 2 or 3 days. Because Saturday we had Chipotle. My granddaughter wanted some Chipotle, so we just all got Chipotle. And my stomach has been acting weird ever since. And this is like the third time. Because the first time I did it, and I was like, well, maybe it was something else. And then I said, okay, well, I'm going to give him another chance. The second time it did it, and it did it this time. So I'm not eating Chipotle no more. I don't know what it is. And I eat the same thing all the time. I always get the chicken bowl. I never get anything else. So it's either something in that chicken, or maybe something in the sour cream, or something in the guacamole. I don't know. But it's something in something that does not agree with my stomach. And you done got me 3 times. You ain't getting me no more. But I'm like, maybe I'm just getting older and my colon just don't agree with that stuff. Do they have a Chili's? Where's the nearest Chili's? Maybe about 15 minutes away, because I think the nearest Chili's to me is in Emeryville. So it's not super far. But I haven't been to Chili's in a long time. I haven't been there in a while. But they do have one. We do have one not too far from here. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that and see. Cause I saw it somewhere and I can't remember where I saw it. I can't remember who was talking about it, but somebody else was talking about that case. So I'm gonna look into it and see what's going on. So I'm gonna go, y'all. Um, Maybe we'll come back tomorrow. My husband has said that he was gonna do some videos with me. So I'm gonna try to drag him into doing a video. Yeah, I haven't been to Chili's in a while. And their food is decent. You know. It's cool. So maybe I'll cause Chipotle ain't cheap. It's not like, I'm going to Chipotle and you getting a real deal from Chipotle. Chipotle ain't cheap. They went up on their prices. So I'm about to leave them alone. And then yesterday I had Panda Express, and that Panda Express didn't sit. Ain't my colon is jacked up. My colon just don't like nothing. Um, if I do a live tomorrow, it will probably be around this time, around this same time. So like what, 2 o'clock, 2:30 my time, something like that. in the twos, in the twos or the threes, something like that. My time. Ever since that lady told me they can't take bacon out of quesadillas because they were frozen. Where? What quesadilla have bacon? No, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. How much are y'all ahead? Y'all can't be ahead of me that much. 2 o'clock here. 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. What time is it? Okay, it's 4 o'clock now. So what time is it there? Their chicken quesadillas have bacon. See, I've never had the quesadillas. I've never had Chipotle's quesadillas. Did y'all see what they said? Wait a minute. We just can't leave. Wait till we talk about this. Did y'all see what they said? Sub is in that Subway tuna that it had chicken and beef and cattle. What the fuck is cattle? What is cattle? I, what is cattle? They said the Subway tuna has chicken, beef, and cattle DNA. What is cattle? I thought cattle was beef. What in the hell is cattle? Ram, buffalo, what? I was like, oh, heck. See, I don't eat Subway anyway, though, so that would not affect me. But all y'all people that's out here eating the Subway, are people still eating Subway for real, for real? Because I never see anybody in the Subway over here where I live. Never. But I live in an area where I don't want to say it's a lot of preppy people. You know, like most people shop at Trader Joe's and Sprouts and stuff. I live in that type of area, but there is a Subway. I never see anybody ever in Subway. Never. And after you find out that the tuna has chicken and beef and cattle, why would you still eat it? Why? Why would you be that hungry? Because I want to know what cattle is. Is cattle buffalo, goat, what? When I saw that, I was like, oh, hell no. Never will I eat there, ever. Because can you imagine what's in the other meat? Mm-mm. $9 for a foot long in chips? Well, I heard that $5 foot long, that thing been gone, haven't it? They been stopped that. They ain't doing no $5 foot longs. I like Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's has a lot of, and is, you know, like Trader Joe's is not as expensive as Whole Foods. Now you want to spend some money, go to Whole Foods. But Trader Joe's is cool. That the Chinese food is cats and dogs. That's why I don't. Oh, you have to eat kosher. Yeah, you can't eat everything. Cause I had a friend that was Muslim, and she only went to the halal. Is it called halal? I'm trying my best. It's halal market, right? Or the bakery, not bakery, butcher. Like she only got her meats and stuff from certain places. She couldn't like buy her meats from like regular stores because she was Muslim. and they have to, the meat is taken care of differently. Girl, we should all be doing that because it's just nasty. It's that's gross to just have a whole. Why they can't just open up a can of tuna and somebody come through the door? He about to start barking. Why can't they just open up a can of tuna and use tuna at Subway instead of having all this other stuff mixed in? 7 Mile Market. Oh, okay. So you're Jewish and not Muslim. But it's similar, right? It's the the way the meat is prepared is similar to what they do, what the Muslims do. Because I know that they do things totally different, and they can't just go to any type of meat market and get their meat. Oh, well, Subway, they can keep that. But I hadn't been there for years anyway. I never really, when Subway first came out, their sandwiches was good. That like in the 80s when stuff was just better back then. In the Well, not in the 80s, but like in the 90s. Stuff was just better back then. That stuff is gross now. It just don't taste the same. So I haven't um eaten there in a long time. Oh, I got some ice cream, y'all. I forgot. We got some ice cream yesterday. I'm about to go eat me some ice cream. Okay, you know what? Tomorrow we gonna talk about. We gonna get back into talking about our Orishas. I was gonna talk about some of it today, but tomorrow we're going to get back into talking about the Orishas. Get Because I do have some new subscribers who probably have not been over the Orisha teachings and won't go and look at the playlist, so you can kind of get an understanding of African spirituality. So we're going to start back over, and we're going to talk about each of the Orishas and you know, try to get you back on the path. Yeah, but we knew that them wasn't footlongs to begin with, didn't we? It never looked like a foot long to me anyway. Oh, we gotta go. The battery getting low, y'all. Let me close this. The battery getting low, y'all. So we gotta go. I just got what's the name? So I will see you guys tomorrow around about the same time, and we'll talk about that, talk about other stuff, and love you guys. Thank you so much for showing up, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Bye.